rare sell call today on AXP, American Express. Bank of America downgrading it, citing mounting travel concerns. We've made it our call of the day. Steph, what do you want to do with this? It's, you know, these calls are rare to get a sell. AXP just got one.
I own it, and I would buy more, actually. It is on my list. This is a quality franchise company, great balance sheet, and market share is to be had, especially internationally. They can take share from Visa and MasterCard, I think, easily. I just think you have to believe in the recovery story, right? You have to the reopen, the success rate, getting back to travel and entertainment. It's going to happen. It's not going to happen tomorrow, but it is going to happen. And when it does, the stock is going to scream higher. In the meantime, I clip a 2% yield. It's not exactly very expensive, especially if you think earnings have troughed. And I think you're in the troughing process for this company. So I think this is a real value. Quality on sale.
You almost had me thinking that you were talking about Wells Fargo, Steph. You're not going to happen tomorrow. Quality on sale, betting for the long term.
Well,
because that's what you said about Wells.
I don't know.
That's what you said about Wells. You got Charlie SCHARF, who made these really insensitive comments about diverse talent. Now, he's apologized for that, but, you know, look. One of the reasons why you bought this, one of the reasons, forgive me for just a sec, one of the reasons why you told us you bought this stock was because of your big bet on Mr. SCHARF.
Right. And that's still the case, and it's unfortunate that he said those comments. Who knows the context and all that sort of thing, but it is unfortunate. So I'm glad that he actually came out to apologize, addressed it, and that's it. So let's move on. Let's talk about the turnaround story. Let's talk about the fact that this stock is down 50% on the year, trades at 0.6 times book, and they actually just ripped the Band-Aid off in terms of guidance, in terms of capital ratios. So they are doing what they can to clean up this story. I don't know, to be honest with you, if I'd say Wells Fargo is as much of a quality franchise as American Express. So American Express has a flawless record and great management. Wells Fargo is a turnaround restructuring story that I don't have many of these in my portfolio. I probably have about 5 of them in my portfolio. This is one of them, or they're both of them.
Yeah. All right, Jim. So I'll give you a crack at both of these here. The AXP call to sell, and then you know, I know you don't love Wells here, but I'll give you the floor.
I like the American Express sell call. Why? Because it's about needing a vaccine. It's a travel name. It's a leisure name. I think Squary's fantastic. But then again, I think that there are a lot of banks that have come down. I do think that if you think it's fintech, it's the cheapest of the fintech. But I thought that the call made sense. And when it comes to, rather than go over the insensitive comments from Charlie, which we all know, and he has apologized for, I want to point to an essay written by my friend Ray McGuire, of closing the racial inequality gaps. It's extraordinary. It's from Citi. Remember, Ray was on our air as chairman banking and capital markets advisory. And it's just remarkable about what has to happen in this country and how, just to be sure, because it's about economics, the economic cost of black inequality in the United States and how horrible it is that we have so many people who've been left behind. I urge people to read this. It's got a lot about what Dr. King said. It is a positive piece within the context of what can happen. And I just want to read this one line. The analysis in the report that follows shows that if 4 key racial gaps for blacks, wages, education, housing, and investment, were closed 20 years ago, $16 trillion could have been added to the U.S. economy. And I urge everyone to go read Ray McGuire's piece. He's quite a man. He's fantastic. Friend from school and an inspiration to everybody.
Yeah. Carrie, you want to say something?
I was just going to say in American Express that, you know, I think that there's a case to be made, as Steph has, about the value there and the potential when things are able to, you know, turn around post-vaccine. Unfortunately, American Express, the difference between that and other payment processors, I know there's a big difference, bank, no bank, is that it's more of a business travel type of card. And the fact that business travel continues to be pushed back into the future, where more people are talking about traveling for leisure on a personal basis, but you really don't have that at all in the world when it comes to business travel. And I think that's what's been the danger to the stock.